Welcome to our 17th annual Connecting Online event. A little bit about Connecting Online. My name is Nellie Deutsch before that, in case you didn't know. Connecting Online started in 2009 as an initiative to a MOOC, one of the first MOOCs of, I don't remember what it's called, but it's on Wikipedia and everywhere else these days. AIs can tell you all about it. And we all had to engage in different ways. Some used Moodle, some used other formats that were available in 2009. And I decided to start a conference. And that's how it all started as a result of a MOOC. And you can read more about it here. Notice this is a Google slide deck that you can get. I've added the link of the Zoom meetings so that you can see the top tab, which is about connecting online, Zoom meetings, which are the meetings for each day. This is a 3-day event, and this year we're hosting it. And it's every February, by the way, the first full weekend of February. And this year it's from the 6th to the 8th. About the presenters, if you click on that, you'll get all the information about the presenters, and I'll be using that Google slide as well, which is actually this. And then the conference learning management system, I use Moodle, and there's a lot of interesting discussions going on there, and you're welcome to join that. You can also get your certificate of not attendance, but for completing the task, which is reflecting on the sessions this year using AI. So get ready for that. It's not going to be that complicated. It's going to be very, very easy. And you'll also be using a tool called Calassian, and you'll be getting Team Pro features so that you can actually use the pro features that are available to you as an editor, and there's a lot there. And of course, the recordings, which are on YouTube on my channel. So let's get started. So exciting. Not this part, your part, the presenters. That's exciting. A little bit about me. You can see teacher educator, taught in the K-12. And I can't tell you how much I enjoyed K-12. In the last few years, I started teaching junior high, ages 11, 12 to 15. I really liked that age group, but being a high school teacher was probably the most meaningful, time of my life. I also taught at higher education, but there's nothing really memorable about teaching higher education as far as I'm concerned. I love teaching teachers. That's where I enjoy teaching adults the most. I teach at a university at a distance on a Moodle platform in Greece, even though I'm not based in Greece. This is a fully online university. It's called Democritus. Not Democritus is also a campus-based, but this part about IMT, immersive technologies. I teach immersive experiences, augmented reality, and mixed reality. And it's in an MSc program. They also have doctoral programs if you're interested in that. Lots of English teachers, no coding needed, especially these days. No coding needed. It's all out there. And if you're interested, there are lots of courses that I provide for free on how to do this, how to use codes for whatever you want to create. Right, so these are the amazing number of presenters. We've got actually maybe 26, maybe 25. The time is a problem since time zones aren't always clear, are they? We don't always know when somebody says EST or New York time or Toronto time, we still don't get it because, isn't time supposed to be the same all around? But it's not. So we've got 13 countries represented. You can see the countries there and the numbers. Really, really excited about this because it's a wonderful learning opportunity. There's a video here where you can meet the presenters. It's on the Google Slides, so you can take a look at that at your own time. And this is day one. On each day, if you join the Moodle platform, you'll be able to reflect on each day and get another certificate worth, I believe, 30 or 40 hours of coursework, a lot more than you'll need, of course, and you'll be reflecting based on the recordings. So let's get started with day one. In day one, notice, here it comes. You'll be able to right now get the link to the Moodle LMS. You can use your phone for this. In other words, you don't have to work on a desktop. You can work on your phone using Moodle. I do when I go on vacation and I have classes, generally in Greece. That's what I do. I work on my iPhone. And you also have the registration link if you want to invite your friends on the left, the Zoom for day one. And our presenters. I'm going to go through the presenters and then I will take you through the actual Moodle LMS so that you can take a look at that. And Rob has been presenting with us for a number of years, probably from the first, well, maybe not, from way at the beginning. He's based in Poland. He was based in Brazil for a number of years. I'm not sure now whether more in Brazil than in Poland, but he's originally from the United States. And he is going to present a very provocative topic for many of us, which Rob usually does. And I'm sure you'll find that interesting. And there's Eva, who's also coming to us from Poland. And you can read a bit more about her. She also has been presenting for a number of years, and Eva's here. You can shout out and give us a thumbs up there. You can all give us a thumbs up, I believe, if you can share an image here, if it's available. Not sure about that. And then we have Jasmine, who's coming to us from the United States, originally from Germany. And her sessions are also very exciting. She's also presented a number of times. And Ebba, I think Ebba's been here since the beginning. She's from Sweden, and her topics are absolutely amazing. Always things to think about. So if you're interested in thinking about free and providing sustainable education, accessible, sustainable, quality education, online, face-to-face, and so on, you'll enjoy Ebba. And then we've got Frederick Lim, who's a TESOL educator. This is his first time. I'm really excited about that. Lim, sorry, Frederick, if you're here. And he's had experience in instructional design in New York City, public schools, Southeast Asia, Europe, and Central America. I'm not sure where you're coming from today, whether it's Asia or the United States. We don't have Dr. Praveen Kumar. We'll have a Parveen replacing him, or I will do so. Things happen, and it's not always possible, but we have Robert. We've got Robert with us, and I'm really excited about Robert's session. Robert is an amazing educator and lifelong learner. He loves taking courses. He's always learning. And of course, sharing. He has an amazing YouTube channel that I highly recommend that you also subscribe to, as I do. So that's Robert. And I think it's probably not Robert's first time. And then we've got Nevis Teresi, who's an EFL teacher originally from Australia. And Nevis has been presenting for many, many years. I'm not sure how many, but her sessions are very, very exciting, mostly related to EFL, since that's what Nevis does. And she'll be coming to us presumably from Italy. And Parveen, I'm not sure whether Parveen will be making it because due to time zones, his session was supposed to take place at 5 o'clock New York time, which is 3 a.m. where he is, and that's impossible. And that's one of the reasons that I mentioned time zones, because they are problematic and sometimes we get confused. So perhaps he'll take over from Praveen and we'll be able to enjoy his session. And then we're going to go through very quickly day 2. Robert Hasnan, who's coming to us from the East, and this time Malaysia. Believe he's originally from Iran, and his sessions are absolutely amazing. This is not his first time. And then we've got Lynn coming to us from the United States, and she will be always presenting amazing sessions, and I'm looking forward to that. And then we've got twins. All right, coming to us from Cyprus. And they have also been presented a few times. Dr. Arkady Zilberman, who's coming to the United States, originally from Russia, and he's an inventor, an amazing inventor, and he's started something called AnyLingo. Looking forward to that. And then we've got India with Dr. Kavita Batra, who has presented a few times. Arkady has also presented a few times. Doris Malera, that I've known since 2004, and we've been colleagues but have never met. And her sessions are also amazing. She's coming to us from Argentina, originally from Venezuela, and hopefully she'll be able to go back to Venezuela where she wants to be. Lyle Iya is our first-time presenter, and he's coming to us from Nigeria. Looking forward to that. And then Dr. Kushkiev has been presenting a few times. Always amazing to listen to him. He's an amazing speaker. Antonio as well. Antonio and I are colleagues from the University of Phoenix, and his presentations are always mind-blowing. Dr. Robert Strout, who's coming to us from Tokyo, and his presentations are absolutely amazing. So stay tuned for day 2, day 1, and now day 3. Dr. Parvish Lata has presented many times. She won't be presenting this year due to health problems in the family. Dr. Deepika Kohli is coming to us India. She's presented a few times. Absolutely amazing presentation. She's a passionate lifelong learner and an amazing educator. And then Dr. Ramesh Sharma, that I've known for many years, and we've worked together on Wiki Educator. We met in New Delhi and have been colleagues for at least, 20 years. Time flies. And then Melinda Perez, this will be her first time. She's also an amazing lifelong learner, and she'll be presenting on her favorite topic. And then Dr. Karan Lata has presented a few times on technology, mindfulness, and various subjects. Anita has also presented many times. She's coming to us from India, and her sessions are generally related to English language teaching. Corinne Conti will be presenting. This is her first time, but she is full of energy, and that skeleton is just part of it. So that's going to be exciting. And of course, I'll end everything on the last day. So are you ready for the platform? So let me take you on a tour. I'm going to stop screen sharing here so I can go elsewhere and show you some other things. So let me stop that and go to the platform. Here we are. Let me see if there are any questions. Make sure you write a question mark so I know it's a question. Let me know if you can see that in the chat. Yes, no, yes, no. Can you see the screen? I'm in as a participant. Let me know if you can see. And yes, yes, yes. Next question is, what can you see? Hopefully it's exactly what I see. So let me take a look at the chat in case there are questions. This is where I've been working. This is my home since 2006. The name of the URL, the domain has changed since 2006 from various names like relationship, professional development, Moodle for teachers. Now it's integrating technology with the dash in the middle.org. Um, all the courses used to be free. Now some are very low priced, but most of them are free. So you can have a free course every single uh, month of the year, 10 months of the year, actually, because I take 2 months vacation. And here we go, connecting online. Now, notice you don't need a key, you don't need anything, you just need to get an account and you hit register. After you register, this appears. And you can take a look at the left where you have the course index, and you can close that up. You can follow that. On the left, you can also follow everything on the right and get a lot of information here, like the latest announcements, the upcoming events, which are these Zoom meetings. You can join the Zoom meetings from here. And of course, your progress as you work. There are various things here, and I'll take you there in a minute. There's also gaming, latest badges, level up, your clock, so you can convert and see what time it is. Let me close that up. If you need support because you can't log in for some reason, I'm the admin, so I'm support. Also, if you hit register for Zoom, you can get also the registration for the links for day 1, 2, and 3. You're here, so day 1 you don't need anymore. 30-hour certificate of completion. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to show you here. Yes, there is. There is a new community that I had fun. And if you're interested, let me know. I'll be happy to share that. Had fun creating. And as a participant, this is what it looks like. And it's amazing because it's a community. I called it Engaged Learners Community. I used one of my domains for this and simply installed it. It's a lot of fun, and I think it has a huge potential. It's been around for quite some time. It's open source, so it's actually free. And if you have a domain like Moodle, then you can install it, or I think WordPress. I think it's the same kind of installation. You can do it. Let me know if you're interested in this. In any case, I'd like to invite you, and we can go back now to professional development where we were before. So you can go back and forth here, join the community, take a look at it, and see what you think. Now, I want to show you the courses that are available in case you're interested. Notice here there's currently an AI generated action research. Now, the reason that I want to encourage you, if you can, it's not that hard to create an action research, and it's so important for us as teachers. In fact, the one that I'm going to create, that I've started actually, with this course, I'm also a participant, so to speak, in the course because I am also creating an action research. So I'm following the same steps that the participants are following. It started on February 1st, but that's okay. You've got plenty of time until the end of the month. It's really, really fast because of AI tools these days. Teachers in the past didn't have time for action research, which is so important. If you've never done an action research, then you won't know what it's about. But those who have know exactly what I mean. It's time consuming, no more. You can do this in actually less than 4 weeks. It is 4 weeks, 3 weeks to be specific, because the last week is a showcase and reflect. So it's really 3 weeks, and it's possible. Let me know in the chat, have you ever done an action research as a teacher, not as a student at a university, an MA student or BA student? All right. This is for any practitioner, not only for educators, for nurses, for doctors, for any practitioner, anyone, a mindfulness mentor, psychologists. I think it's just about anyone who works with people mostly, but not only with people, not as a teacher. All right. Um, I think, Ella, you've joined the course. Hopefully, I'm not sure. I think you have. It's a way for us to improve what we do. We're always taking professional development um, courses because we think that's the way, and it is in most cases. I'm even talking about my courses, but there's nothing like learning what's happening in my class. Why are things not working? And I'll give you an example. I've been giving these free online courses since 2006. These days, there are many, many. I get hundreds, sometimes thousands of participants who join the courses because the courses are appealing. And the courses are great, by the way. If you've ever taken a course, I can say it about myself because I know they're good as a teacher who takes them herself. So I know what's happening in the courses and the reactions. However, the numbers that enroll and the numbers that start, get this, start the course is very, very unproportional. Why are teachers enrolling in courses? I know because they want to learn, they want to help their students and so on. But why are they not starting the courses? And I think the reason is time. Nobody believes that it's possible to take a course during the year until they start. Once you start a course, you won't want to finish it. You'll want to take it. You'll want to continue. But the problem is starting the course. So I started an action research for one particular course, AI and ELT, where 20 participants finished before the end of the course in 4 weeks. They worked so hard and they managed to finish. And there was a raffle. Usually there are raffles in my courses. And they got a pro, one of them got a pro Calassian account. I don't know if she's here. And most of the courses, by the way, I forgot to mention this, I do have raffles now so that to get teachers to take the courses. But that didn't help either. It didn't help. It didn't help that I was giving certificates. It didn't help that I was giving badges. It didn't help that there was a raffle. Nothing helps a teacher who enrolls in a course, but for some reason does not start the course. It's like waking up in the morning and staying in bed kind of thing. Why wake up in the morning if you're going to stay in bed unless, God forbid, you're sick? Okay, so it's feels that way. Take the first step. What's happening? So thank you very much, Cecilia. Yes, Cecilia joined the WebQuest course. Thank you for that. Yeah, that could be too. But why did they enroll in the course? You know what I mean? Why enroll in the course if you know in advance that you're not going to take it? Okay, that's my question. And that's what I'm going to research in AI Generate Action Research. If you'd like to see my research and learn more, come join me. And the raffles, by the way, are from sponsors. And I'm really grateful to them for that. All right, so let's take a look at it. We've got a few more minutes. Notice register. You don't have to pay. You don't have to, but you do have to register. Otherwise, you can't see anything. So here it is. That's the course. And as you can see, it's 4 weeks. And you start with the problem statement. Now, the problem statement used to be so hard. It took me, I don't know, a couple of months to come up with a problem statement for my doctoral research, if not longer. It's hard. But nowadays, it's easy with AI because you get all the help you need. You can't have your mentor there 24/7, but you can have your AI tool there with you, always answering your questions, always patient, always patient, and very, very helpful. And you can use more than one, of course. So these are ways that you can actually benefit from such tools. Also, you get SciSpace, Consensus, Answer This, and the GPT that I created called Action Research AI, which helps you along the way. Now, that doesn't mean that you are blind, that you don't look and see what's written. You do. And you can ask for different changes, but you are getting it. And in most cases, if you feed it right, it'll come out right. And it usually does. So you have action research AI that helps you with the text, helps you come up with ideas. It discusses it with you. And you use sci-space consensus and answer this to find the articles. You don't need to go to a library. You don't need to pay for an online library or belong to a university to do this. They're all there for free. And of course, the UPDF, which is an amazing tool that you'll be able to use to summarize and do other things. But all of these also summarize. All right, so all the tools are really, really easy. Plus, to make it more fun and to share the work, you also generate videos like this.
Are you ready to dive into the world of action research? This video will guide you through a structured approach to conducting action research. Discover how to effectively address issues in your educational or professional context. The context of your study is crucial. It involves understanding your environment, participant demographics, and cultural factors. This sets the stage for identifying the problem. Knowing where and whom you are working with informs the entire research process.
In other words, you get this information and you also generate it from your ideas. So it's really, really simple. In 4 weeks, you can be done. So that's action research, highly recommended, and you can join right now. Other courses, of course, that are coming up are, well, AI for ELT finished. It was in January. And those who don't manage to finish until the end, pay $15. If you want to save those $15, you make sure that you finish, and then you have a chance to qualify for the raffle and get the free accounts. There's also, notice here, coming in April, mindfulness awareness practice that Cecilia took. No, she didn't. She took the web quest. Create Moodle. That's in May. There's the May courses on Moodle. Notice the free ones, create Moodle activities. You get your own course, your own very own Moodle course, and you practice there. Of course, you don't just practice, you get guided and support. These are all guided and supported courses. Develop a Moodle course using AI. Notice they're all using AI to help you out. But that doesn't mean that you don't exist. You do exist. Your eyes are open and ready. And there's also a manager course and an admin course. And then develop time management skills in July. Very, very important for all of us. So it's in July. Hopefully you're on vacation. If you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern, then you're not. But maybe I'll have another one for our southern hemisphere teachers. And then in July, there's also a paid course. The paid courses are just $15. Creating AI voice bots and interactive videos. And then in October, there's AI for ELT, also free. AI generated web quest is in November. And that's about it. I'm going to stop screen sharing and thank you.